Hi kindergarten friends, today we are going to finish up our winter self-portrait of us catching a snowflake on our tongue, and we are going to be using watercolors today and crayons. So I want to go over just a reminder, when you're coloring, I'm going to be looking, did you color really fast and scribble and get out of your lines and miss a lot of white spots? Or did you take your time and stay in your lines and get all the white spots? You want to make sure that you're trying your best and always staying in your lines, going slow and not rushing. Together today, before you begin, I want you to find a white crayon. Now, you can pause the video and find your white crayon, and then when you're ready, hit play. Alright, so you should have your white crayon now, and here's what I want you to do. You are going to take your white crayon, and I know it's going to sound silly because we're coloring on white paper with our white crayon, but you'll see it's going to be like magic. I want you to draw a snowflake on your tongue, and make sure you push hard with your crayon. I did mine by just making an X with another line through it so it looks like a star. Then you're going to go in the sky, and you can make little dots for snow falling or draw snowflakes. Make sure you're pushing hard, and again, I know this might sound kind of silly, but you're going to see it's going to be so cool when you're done. Make lots of little snowflakes falling in the sky. Only in the sky. Alright, now we are going to be coloring everything in our picture except for the sky, which also is down here below our arm. So this part we're not going to color today, and we're not going to color with the crayons anymore in the sky, and you're also not going to color with crayons on your tongue. I do want you to color everything else with the crayons. You can leave your teeth white if you want. You don't have to color those in with the white. Okay, so I'm just going to color one little part to remind you how I color. I'm going to start on my scarf, and for my scarf I'm going to use two colors to make a pattern, and you don't have to do that. Maybe you did polka dots on your scarf, or maybe you did hearts on your scarf. You can color it however you want, as long as you color it neatly, because we are becoming good artists. We're taking our time, going slow. See how I color around the edges first, and then I go back and I color inside my lines, coloring in the same direction and taking my time. Remember, it's not a race. We want to make a really, really pretty picture. So I'll show you one more time. I go around my edges first, going slow, taking my time, and then I color inside my lines, going in the same direction and taking my time so I don't go out of my lines. Now, I would do that for everything. I would color my whole sweater, my whole scarf, my hair, my skin, inside my mouth, just not my tongue, okay? Now, Mrs. Schultz is not done coloring, but I'm not going to make you sit and watch me color my whole picture, right? Instead, I want you to color your picture, and then when you're done, you are going to use your watercolors. Today we're going to be using the red for our tongue, and then you can pick any color you want for the sky. If you want to do blue for your sky, do blue for your sky. If you want to do a different color, I'm fine with that too. For watercolors, I want to show you how it's going to work. For watercolors, we always need water on our brush, right? So you don't have to tap, tap, tap your brush out, because you want to keep that water in your brush. We did this in school too, and we've practiced before, but we're going to get the paint wet with a couple drops. 1, 2. Ooh, my brush is a little dirty. If I'm washing my brush, then I swish, 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 swish. And I always have a paper towel handy to just wipe it off, just to make sure. So I'm going to get my paint wet. Then I'm just going to tickle it. You don't have to rub on the paint a lot. You just need a teeny tiny little dip in, and then you'll be good. Now, I'm going to show you how I paint. I go around my edges just like I did when I was coloring with the crayons, right? And then I go over the middle. Look what happened! My snowflake showed up. That is going to be the same in the sky. So let me show you. I'm going to wash my brush before I get a new color. And I barely used any paint, right? I'm going to get the paint wet with a drop of paint. Then I'm just going to give it a little tickle. And then when I paint up in the sky, I'm going to go around my edges first to help me stay in my line. See how nice and light my paint is? It's not real dark. It's very pale. That's because this is a watercolor. Then I get a little bit more paint and I can paint around here, and you're going to see my little snowflakes are going to magically show back up. See how they're showing through the paint? That's because we made a wax resist with the crayons. The crayon wax is going to push away the paint and say, get off of me. And then it's going to show through. So we'll see our snowflakes in the sky and our snowflake on our tongue. So just a reminder, you're going to paint your whole sky, and you're also going to be coloring the whole person except for the tongue. So when you're all done, it should be all colored. Okay? Make sure you take your time, color with crayons first, everywhere that you want your crayon color, and then finish up by doing your paint in the sky. Now, if you don't have paints at home, here's what you can do instead. You can draw white circles in the sky and just color around them. With whatever color for the crayons that you want to use, or you could use markers too for the sky. Be creative, have fun, and then when you're all done, post a picture so I can see it. The final picture in Seesaw. Have a great day. Bye, kindergarten.